DBD live stream and making my own comments about it.
Like you're doing less of the same thing back to back.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those because, like you were saying, like you get into those moments where you are waiting to be the last person left in the match to find the hatch, or trying to point at a generator to get some cooperative points. So, really looking forward to those. But are there any other changes maybe happening to the challenges themselves, or just to the path, the core path?
Yeah, so everything there is more, I would say, design strategy for how the team approaches the construction of the challenges and the layout. Beyond that, there's also just pure values. So to improve the progression speed, because it wasn't where we wanted it to be, we want more players to be able to progress through the rift, to be able to progress faster. To do that, we've changed the values of the normal challenges from 3 rift fragments when completed to 5. So just by doing any normal challenge, you're finishing half of a tier in the rift. Then for master challenges, we've bumped that up from 5 rift fragments to 8 rift fragments.
All right.
So to master challenge, you've almost finished a whole tier right there. I think that's going to make players feel like they're really moving along at a good speed just by finishing a single challenge. Uh, all that, we kind of cap it off by just adjusting the number of challenges that we have per level, because now the progression speed is faster, it's going to take less time to complete. Uh, we're reducing it from about an average of 20 challenges per level to 17, and that's also helping us reduce some of that repetition. So we're making sure, like, if a challenge is there, it's meaningful, it's fun, it's gonna, it adds to the package.
All right. Well, Justin, thank you so much for your time today and talking with me about Tome 18. All these quality of life updates that are really awesome, as well as the Rift and the cosmetics. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. As I said, unfortunately, you won't be able to see Justin dance us out, and we can't sing out either. So we're going to go ahead and throw it to future me, who is with Eric, to look at the chat for any questions or comments anyone has put about Tome 18, and we're going to answer as many as we can. And then we're going to pass this nice warm couch over to Rose and Kirby. We're going to talk about all of the things they have in store coming to the store from the collections.
We are back again. Huge thank you to Justin Banks, easily in my top 10 favorite Justins at Behavior, talking us through the new tome and everything that's coming soon to DBD. And it's been really cool to see the excitement and the love for the charms.
Absolutely.
So thank you. So we do have some questions we want to cover from the chat. So thanks, folks, for submitting them. First one, is the tome launching at the same time as the DLC?
No, the tome will be launching tomorrow, Wednesday, January 31st. So there's going to be a small window of delay, but yes.
Cool. Here's one I've seen asked a lot. Will the Knight be re-enabled in the update?
Yes, the Knight will be returning with this DLC release at 12 p.m. EST, together with the perk Nowhere to Hide.
Excellent. Now, will previous chapters get player cards based on them, or will they only be for new chapters and rifts?
So we're going to be focusing on new chapters and rifts, but we're looking at ways to add for earlier characters at another time.
Cool. And from YouTube, see, we're reading the YouTube chat too. From YouTube, someone wrote, OMG people, they don't read your messages.
We are reading them. We're very hard at work collecting. Our mod team, shout out for both on YouTube and on Twitch for going through the chats and collecting as many questions and comments as they can. But we are reading them, and we'll be more than happy to answer them live on stream.
We actually love our YouTube community. We have a great YouTube community. There's a community tab on the DBD YouTube channel, and people are showing up. Super positive, too, actually. So thank you for everyone who's participated in the YouTube community. We do listen, and we love you. So next up, we mentioned it, Rose and Kirby, who are going to take our beautiful couch and take you on a journey through the upcoming collections that are coming in the store, with outfits from the Alan Wake collection, a first look at the Lunar New Year collection, and each of the outfits from the Iron Maiden collection. I wore my Maiden shirt today just because I usually wear it anyway, that we announced last year. So enjoy that. Sorry I said the word collection so many times. It's part of my contract. So let's check that out.
Hello everyone, welcome to the store section. I'm Rose Lee, Senior Product Manager on Dead by Daylight, and I'm joined today by Kirby.
Hello.
Kirby and I are both Product Manager on Dead by Daylight's in-game store. Happy to be here for your first broadcast, Kirby. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about what we do?
Sure. So we work closely with the production teams during the ideation and conception phase of the outfits. After that, we move on to the roadmap and the release strategy for the collections. In this release, you were really hands-on with the Alan Wake collection, while I was working with the Iron Maiden and Lunar New Year collections. I'm really excited to talk about all of these, but since this is the Alan Wake livestream, why don't we start with the Alan Wake collection?
Sure. We're really excited to have Alan Wake join Dead by Daylight, and we really tried to get as many looks as possible into the game. So I'll start with the two legendary outfits, Saga Anderson and Rose Marigold. So going for these two characters, we were really trying to strike a balance between Alan Wake 1 and Alan Wake 2. Of course, Rose is from both games, but most fans will know her from the original Alan Wake, and Saga, of course, is the co-protagonist alongside Alan in Alan Wake 2. It was a huge deal for us to be able to bring these characters in, especially Saga, because if you've played Alan Wake 2, you'll know how important she is to the whole experience and what a huge role she plays in the in-game narrative. We couldn't leave either her or Rose Marigold out of Dead by Daylight.
Rose supporting Rose. That's really exciting. How about Alan, though? Are we getting outfits from both games?
Yeah, of course. So for Alan, we tried to get as many of his main looks into the game as possible. So his default outfit will be based on his appearance in Alan Wake 2, while you'll also be able to try out some very rare outfits based on his classic look in the original Alan Wake, as well as a Bright Falls outfit from Alan Wake 2. We're also happy to share that both Rose and Alan will have unique voice lines recorded by their original voice actors from Alan Wake 2. So while we always try to get unique voice lines for licensed characters and legendary outfits, we're not always able to do so. So unfortunately, Saga won't have any unique voice lines, but we still wanted players to be able to get a chance to play as her in the fog, even though her legendary outfit won't have voice lines. So to recap, the Alan Wake collection will be releasing with Saga and the classic Alan Wake today, and Rose and the Bright Falls Alan will be released February 7th. So we're excited to see these coming into the fog, but as Kirby mentioned before, those aren't the only collections to be excited about. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, thanks, Rose. So working with Iron Maiden has definitely been one of the coolest collaborations we've done to date, and we're thrilled to finally be able to give you a chance to see what we've been working on. For starters, we have 4 different Iron Maiden legendary outfits for killers. All of these have been inspired by Eddie, the band's figurehead, off of images from their many album covers. The Doctor gets his Egyptian theme from Power Slave. The Deathslinger fits right in with art from Stranger in a Strange Land, off their album Somewhere in Time. We have the Dredge, inspired by the cover art from Man on the Edge and its album The X Factor. And finally, the Oni was the perfect choice to bring Senjutsu to life.
Those are super cool killer outfits. But what about us survivor mains?
Oh, of course. We've created band T-shirts for all of the original survivors. It's a really cool way for survivor mains,
Oh
as you said, to get in
wow,
on the action
band
as well.
T-shirt.
On the backs of the shirts, we've got all of the Dead by Daylight realms listed as the tour locations, which is really cool. And a couple of the shirts have something extra on them,
Oh
but
boy.
we'll leave you to find those on your own.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And I think we also got licensed
Oh.
music this time, right?
We absolutely did. So when you equip any of these cosmetics, you'll be able to listen to Iron Maiden's classic "Fear of the Dark" in the lobby while you're
Whoa.
waiting
Okay,
for
now it's crazy.
your cue to pop.
And when can I get my hands on these?
You'll be able to get them on February 20th.
He got me. Fuck.
Nice. Since announcing the Iron Maiden collection last anniversary, I've been super excited to see players' reactions. But now let's talk about the Lunar New Year collection.
Yeah, you got it. So it's the Year of the Dragon this year, and we've got outfits for Kate and Yunjin to celebrate. For Kate, the inspiration's very clear. She's got a really big dragon around the collar of her coat, which is really cool. For Yunjin, it's a unique color scheme to our Lunar New Year cosmetics, a white and pink that is much more in line with the Korean New Year. As well, The cosmetics from years past, though time limited before, will be making a permanent return to the store on February 8th.
Very nice. Well, congrats on your broadcast debut, Kirby.
Thank you.
One last note for our viewers, keep a lookout for editions for Nick Cage, the Valentine's Day, Biopunk, Setsuvun, and the Neon Knights collection in the store coming this release. That's it for us. We're passing it back to Eric live for a look at our brand new time-limited modifier Lights Out. Bye!
That's so funny. It's like, yeah, we did a good job.
Thank you so much, Rose and Kirby. That was so awesome. God, Fear of the Dark. It's such a class. If people don't know it, you're gonna be blown away. And I'm so excited about that for people to be exposed to Iron Maiden for the first time. Mwah, chef's kiss. But before we dive into this, you don't even know who I'm talking to. I just wanted to mention we're still investigating the Twitch drop linking issue on the website. It's traffic. There's just so many dang many of you that want to get those drops. So hang in there. Don't worry, and remember the drops. It's a whole 2-week period, so you're not going to miss out on them. So just hang tight. But without further ado. It's real who I'm talking to. Dork has taken a break, and now we've got a friend Mike. So this is Michael Hansen, our team lead from the game design team. He's joined us. He's usually based out on the West Coast. He's flown out here to Montreal just to talk to you today about something we're both quite excited about. Hopefully you'll be as well. And this is the introduction of time-limited modifiers.
She's got a really big dragon around the collar of her coat.
So before going too deep, first off, what is a modifier?
Yeah, so a modifier is our way of giving players a new way to play Dead by Daylight, but without changing the major structure of the game and what people love about it. So, like I said, we won't be changing any of the main structure of Dead by Daylight. So, like win conditions and all of that will be staying the same for now. But what we are changing is stuff like stats, visibility factors, maybe some level design stuff. All of that is on the table. And we're starting out by introducing these time-limited modifiers because, well, we want to experiment. We want to throw a bunch of stuff out there and see what players like,
and
what they don't like, and then
I'm really excited to talk about all of these.
To something more permanent down the
since
road.
this is the Alan Wake live stream, why don't we start with the Alan Wake?
So it sounds like this is not a one-off. We're planning more of these.
Yeah,
to the game
that's
as
the
possible.
idea.
So his
You know, it's
I
all
know we don't
subject
have
to
any
change,
voice lines, but we still
hope to
wanted
release
Saga
one of these
and the
every
classic Alan Wake
2 to 3
to be
releases.
the only
In the
All
future.
of these have been inspired
Over the past
by
while,
Eddie,
we've been
the
working
band's
pretty
figurehead,
hard on
off of
brainstorming
images from
and
their
just
many album
testing and
covers.
developing a
The Doctor
bunch of
gets his
ideas.
Egyptian
We've taken a
theme
very blue
from
sky
Power
approach,
Slave.
throw a
The
bunch
Death
of ideas
Slinger
against
fits
the wall
right
and
in
see what
with
sticks.
Figurehead.
And
For start,
we've come
so
up
working
with a lineup
We're
of
excited to
ideas
see
that I
these
think
coming
are,
into
are
the
really
fog,
tight,
but
and
as Kirby mentioned
just
before,
pumped
those
to
aren't
roll
the only
them out.
collections to be excited
Each
about.
one is unique. They have their unique hooks. See what I did there?
Yes, it's a pun.
Yes. And
voice lines, but we
but,
still
you know,
wanted
a lot
players
of
to
them
be
look
able to
very
get a chance to
similar
play
Dead by Daylight,
It's a huge
normal
deal
Dead
for
by
us to be
Daylight
able to
gameplay,
bring these characters
but
in,
will
especially
require you to
Saga,
play in a different
because if you played
to
Alan,
approach the game differently. And I would say that Lights Out fits
so possible
squarely
will
in
be
that category.
the huge
Okay,
deal
so
for
on
us
that
will be
note,
the huge
I'm
deal.
a person with high
Will have
anxiety,
unique
especially
voice
when I'm
lines
playing Dead by
recorded by
Daylight.
their original
Just the
voice.
name Lights Out evokes something in me. The
Tell us how?
idea of it being a
Yeah,
darker
thanks, Rose.
experience is
So working
scary.
with Iron Maiden has
I'm
definitely
assuming
been one of
was
the
this part of
coolest
the
collaborations
intensity?
we've done to date. And we're
In
thrilled to
fact,
finally be
when
able to
we
give
were first
you a chance
internally
to see what we've been
with
working
these
on.
modifiers,
For starters,
this one
we have
was an
4
idea that we
different
called
Iron
dark
Maiden
and scary.
legendary
Like that
outfits
was
for
literally
killers.
the pitch.
All of
Let's
these
create
have
something
been
dark and
inspired
scary.
by
And that's
Eddie, the
what
band's
we did.
figurehead, off of images
It's
from
meant
their
to
many
really
album
ratchet
covers.
up that horror
The Doctor
at the
gets his
core of Dead
Egyptian
by
theme
Daylight,
from
and
Power
tension
Slave.
that comes with it.
Created
You can
band
probably
t-shirts
tell from
for
the
all of the
name
original,
that
so when
it's
you
gonna
want to put
be dark. and
Year of
you're
the
not going to
Dragon
be
this
able to
year,
see the killer
and we've
coming
got
from afar
outfits for
off.
Kate
So
and
there's going
Yun.
to be lots of
There's reactions,
surprises.
but
You never
now
know what's
let's
going to
talk
be
about
around
the
the next
Lunar New
corner.
Year collection.
We also
Yeah,
really
you
wanted
got
this
it.
to be
So
an
it's the Year
immersive
of the Dragon this
experience,
year.
to really make the game feel
This time,
natural.
right?
We
So
absolutely,
we've removed a lot of things.
of course,
We removed some of
we've
the HUD from the game.
created
We've removed
band
the
t-shirts
scratch
for
marks
all
from
of
the
the original
survivors. We've removed the
survivors.
terror radius from the
Excited
killers.
to see players' reactions.
You will
But
not have
now let's talk
items
about the
or
Lunar New
perks
Year
or offerings
collection.
in this mode.
Since announcing
And
that
all in the
On
name
February
of
20th.
making
He
you
got
be
me.
in
Fuck.
the moment and creating that sense of immersion.
Of course, we've
Fantastic, and I think people
created
I've gotten to see some
band
screenshots while you were
t-shirts
talking.
for all of
You
the
can see there
original
what's taken out.
survivors.
Is there anything
It's a
else
really
in
cool
the
way for
gameplay
survivors
that you haven't
to
mentioned
come.
yet?
And when can I get my hands on
Let's
these?
see.
You'll be able to get them on February
There will be
20th.
He
more
got me.
tests.
Fuck.
Of course, we
So you won't start with any items in the
Fuck.
trial, but you will be able to find
Since
them.
announcing
And those
the Iron
chests
Maiden
will also
collection,
give you higher
we've
quality items. So I hope they'll be a big help to our players. Uh, you won't be able to see the auras of generators, but you will be able to hear them right from the start of the match. And that'll help you locate your objectives. Also, we've only got a limited number of maps that you can play on. So you can play on Ormond, Family Residence, Treatment Theater, and Decimated Borgo.
Right, and some eagle-eyed people who were in the PTB may have noticed a little change in our main menu. Some people in the chat might be wondering, okay, so this is a temporary thing. Is it the only thing you can play in Dead by Daylight during this time-limited modifier being in the game?
No, in fact, we specifically made it so that this is separate from normal Dead by Daylight. So yeah, in the main menu, there's a new button that will take you to Lights Out, and that's got its own separate player queue, so you can play how you prefer to play.
Fantastic. So the design team I like to think of as a bunch of mad scientists in your lab cooking up all your experiments, and
That's fair.
it's going to be a fun moment when you finally get people play testing things like this for the first time. What was it like?
Yeah, it was tons of fun. As designers, we really look for that moment of just recognition when we know people are having a good time. And when we first tested out this modifier, we found that there were lots of screams, there were lots of laughs. It was a good time, and that's a really good sign. Of course, we did a lot of iterating to really massage it into as best a version as we could get. But we really hope that everybody's going to enjoy it. I also hope that all of our old school Dead by Daylight fans from when it was initially released are going to enjoy it as well. We've spent a lot of time over the last 7 years putting new stuff into the game, and a lot of that has been stripped out for this modifier. So it's got kind of an old school feel.
Yeah, a bit back to basics. I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
to hear what people think. So to that point, do you have any tips for people playing Lights Out for the first time?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, I would say, keep your expectations in check. They can be deceiving. It will look like a normal game of Dead by Daylight, but you won't be able to survive in the same ways. You'll have to approach it in a new way. And don't be too discouraged if it's harder to survive. We really wanted this to be a challenging and terrifying experience. So you may not find that exit gate quite as easy as you are used to. That said, we've got a lot of ideas for the future, and we've really got our ears open for feedback. So what you like, what you don't like, please let us know, and we'll keep that in mind for future releases.
Fantastic, Mike. Thank you so much. So the Lights Out modifier goes live February 7th. It's going to last until February 14th. And if you're like me and you don't know what's happening 5 minutes from now, a great way to get reminded of when it goes live is to sign up for the DBD newsletter. And on top of that, just to sweeten the pot, when you get the newsletter reminding you that Lights Out is available, we're going to give you 150,000 blood points. Easy peasy. So go sign up there. There should be a QR code maybe on screen right now. There is. I peeked. I see it. But Mike did mention it. The most important thing is your feedback. My team is out there on all of the channels. As I already mentioned, we love YouTube as much as we love Twitch, but also we're on Discord, we're on Reddit, we're everywhere. We want to hear what you think. Once it's playable, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, what could be improved, how you would change it, and of course, what additional modifiers might be cool for the future. We'll bring that feedback all over to Mike and team, and they will head back to the lab and get back to cooking some more cool stuff.
We're listening. Bring it.
Yes. So we mentioned before, we actually have some gameplay cooked up for you with a couple of our colleagues from Mike's team. We've got Jeff, and from my team, we've got Peanuts, and they're playing with some of our Fog Whisperers. So we're going to toss it over to them right now, and then we'll be back to answer some questions about Lights Out with Mike. So stick around, Mike, and stick around, folks at home, and enjoy the gameplay.
Nice.
Hello everyone, welcome to the gameplay portion of our stream. I'm Peanuts, one of the community managers on Dead by Daylight. Today we're going to be checking out the Lights Out
I remember
modifier,
Peanuts.
but of course I can't play alone, so I have some special guests joining me. First up, we have the person sitting next to me, Jeff.
Hey everyone, my name is Jeff, and I'm a game designer on Dead by Daylight.
Welcome, Jeff. We also have some Fog Whisperers joining us today. So first up, Milady Confetti.
Jeff
Hi,
looks
everyone.
super
I'm
stoned,
Melissa
man.
Confetti. I am a variety content creator. I play a lot of baby
Peanuts
Yodas and
too, but
Millionaires,
he's
and
always
now
high,
I'm the
so
founder of Sisters of the Fog.
Awesome to have you. Next up, we have Rinka.
Hello, I'm Rinka. I am a Latina fog whisperer and variety content creator on Twitch, and I'm really excited and nervous.
Don't be nervous. Welcome, Rinka. Thanks for joining us. And then last but certainly not least, we have that violin chick.
Hi, I'm the Violin Chick. I'm a Fog Whisperer, Twitch ambassador, and a music and variety game streamer.
Welcome, TBC. Okay, so we're just about to hop into our first match, and I don't know if you guys have played this before, but it's kind of scary. It's awfully dark.
Oh God.
I'm not afraid of the dark.
There's no
I am.
loadout.
Yeah, no perks, no nothing. One of the things I'm going to be taking advantage of is the fact that there's no tear radius, so I'm hoping to kind of just show up out of nowhere before you can react.
Oh no. That's exactly why we're nervous.
I'm not scared. I'm tough.
are they just talking here, or what's
Fortunately,
going
I'm
on?
awful at Hillbilly, so I won't be playing Hillbilly and just showing up behind you with the chainsaw. Yeah, I'm a nice guy, you know.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's so dark.
Okay, Shattered Square. This is probably a good time to mention that I'm still not familiar with the new layout, so I'm completely lost.
Good.
I'll find my way around.
We have the advantage, everyone.
Also, hello, we're reminded for the survivors that you can find more chests in this modifier, and the chests have better loot than they do in the normal game. So if ever you're looking for a medkit, just try looking for a chest, and hopefully you get one.
Hello.
Came out of nowhere.
Part of the reason I'm playing Legion is because it helps me find people, because I absolutely do not know where anyone is.
So I saw another survivor.
That was most likely me. Crying?
Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, there you
Hi.
are. Hi.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wow, I needed to mend. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're just doing your gen.
Yeah.
All living on the edge. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So as you
Don't
can
take my
see-
pellet away.
As you can see, there's no progress bar for any
Yeah,
of the
that's actually whacking me out.
I've noticed that.
But you still
So
get
different.
skill checks, so you still need to pay attention while also being wary of the surroundings because there's no tear radius.
Oh, interesting. It's so dark.
You know what? As an apology, here I'm gonna go.
Oh, it's a purple
No. I'm ashamed. I missed my first skill check.
It's okay.
I think this is the closest hook. I thought there was one that was much closer.
You can't see the hooks either. Oh, that's
Okay,
funny.
I can see the auras, but if I'm right next to it, it's just completely dark.
Yeah, it's really dark.
They took away hook horrors. They're like, they don't want any of us to
Oh, I hear
succeed.
you. Oh, apparently. A chase triggered, I didn't know from where, and then I got hit. I regret my life decisions. Rinka, I should have stayed with you on that generator.
It's okay. Oh, hi.
I brought a friend,
Hello.
sorry.
Out of nowhere. I thought I saw all the aliens.
Oh my god.
Did you see grab?
I'm so sorry.
There's been no progress, but it's like,
This is tripping me out a little bit.
okay, I hope you're okay.
I think so.
Team.
I was like, why are you running by me? And let me heal you. I was working on the generator and just came out of nowhere. I didn't hear nothing.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
My heart dropped. So scary.
I didn't realize this until after, but I picked the one killer that can't see blood while using his power in the one mode with no scratch marks.
You're doing great, sweetie.
That's just the peanuts modifier. You know, when you play against peanuts, it's very lopsided. We need a hand to win this. You know.
Finish
Oh
this
my
one.
god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Keep doing it. You're doing great.
I turned into a W gamer.
Success. Mission successful.
Oh my god, we can't see the amount of gems we have to finish either. Oh wow.
I did
Yeah.
too. So.
Yeah. So the one thing with generators is that you can hear them because they do start with like I think it's 5% progress.
Yes.
So even though you can't see them, you can hear them when you're nearby, which is really helpful. Because as a survivor, like, how can you see the generators with this
Yes.
darkness?
Now, in theory, could the killer kick that 5%?
We're about to find out because I just did.
Wow.
So if you don't hear a generator, it's because I kicked it.
Got it. So I feel like as a survivor, it would be very useful to go around and if you see a gen not making sound, we'll just work on it a slight bit so others know that it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, perks! Wow.
But you can find some really neat items in chests.
Yes.
A legion.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's a grab.
Nobody expected Stealth Legion.
Oh man.
This is hack.
That's a grab.
Nightmare, and I'm here for it.
Honestly, it kind of would. Oh god.
Oh.
You know what? We need
I'll do
Helix.
Ooh. Yes.
Helix would become so powerful on this mode.
I love this.
Just imagine any killer. I'm so sorry, we gotta go. Imagine any killer who's, you know, like Oni, for example. Imagine Oni in this game mode. He's just charging it. You can't hear him. You can't see him.
Don't give them ideas.
Oh, I am giving them ideas because I want them to try this sort of stuff. You know, it's exciting.
I can only imagine flashlight saves.
Let's talk about this.
There's no talking required. It's okay. We're good.
Is this because of the pellet stuns?
Maybe.
Oh, you died.
I am dead.
Well, wake up. Come back.
We will avenge your death.
It is surprisingly hard to track people without scratch marks. Until you guys are injured, I might chase you, but I'll completely lose you.
So you can hear.
Yeah, exactly. The audio is the only thing I have to go on.
Why do I gotta be in basement? Oh dear.
What you doing? Legion's here.
Hello?
Cover. Oh my god. I can't see the progress of recovering. This is painful.
So does anybody know how many generates are actually done?
Honestly, I think 3, maybe?
Yeah,
This is-
2 or 3.
This is my favorite part of the mode because nobody ever knows, and everyone just gaslights each other and thinking like more are done or fewer are done.
Not the gaslighting. Oh dear god.
I love hearing someone behind me do a little grunt of pain and then hearing, oh god.
Thought I had a jungle gym here.
Gots to go.
Running.
Oh yeah, we're at the edge of the map.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Like, you really need to know the maps to be able to navigate properly because
Yeah.
you can't see anything.
Yeah, so often I just end up at the edge of the map thinking that there's something there.
Well, if you're lucky, you might get a Z-wall.
I'm like constantly looking around in panic, thinking you're there somewhere.
He probably is.
I'm trying to sneak up on people, but honestly, most of the time, I'm just kind of wandering around. It's like me just like hiding behind something and jumping out, going aha, but nobody's there.
I feel like I can't relax. Like I have to constantly look around. I hear heavy breathing and it's freaking me out.
We're just living in perpetual fear. Oh, there we go.
I missed. This is so embarrassing.
No.
Can you imagine playing against Trapper
Sorry.
in this mode?
No.
The darkness. Not seeing the traps ever.
I really thought that was gonna be our last one.
Oh no.
I think there's one
schooling
more.
out.
One more. There should be one more.
There's at least 3 more.
No,
That is incorrect.
Because I know we worked on one, and then
I worked on
Melody said you
2.
got 2, and then one just popped, so that's 4.
I guess as a killer, I can sort of figure it out because I can see the ores of gems.
Oh.
It is hidden for me too, though, so I have to like actually go out of my way to check.
So scary because all you can hear is heavy breathing from the killer. You can't hear anything. You can barely see the red stain, but you hear the heavy breathing, and you're like, I know he's around somewhere.
That's what's great. You know? You don't know, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the nurse in this mode.
Ooh.
I feel the pain already. Not being able to properly telegraph your blinks.
Yeah.
For the hundredth.
Why?
Hello?
Why are you there?
Nombre, pinche
I
peanuts.
was standing there for way too long, just hoping someone would run over there, and then I realized you guys were healing, so. Wasted a lot of time, but that's okay. You're back here again, aren't you?
Oh my lord. I didn't hear anything. I was just about to mention how it was weird that before I heard your breathing, you know, over the generator, and then this time, didn't hear anything. The silent legion is the deadliest.
But one of my favorite things is just coming from a weird angle, so like from the edge of the map where nobody's looking.
Yup.
makes a lot of sense. Sorry,
Don't mind
TBC,
me.
I could not avenge your death.
Bye.
Hello, friends.
Loop him, Rinka, loop him.
Okay, so here's my problem. I didn't see you first, so now I have no idea where you are.
Good,
Just
that was
vanished.
the plan.
What a ninja. Wow.
I'm already
Congrats.
away from the generator. I don't even know where the gen is anymore.
Oh man, sometimes I just see like some fog rolling by and I'm like, oh, that's a person. And I spend way too long like looking around like a hay bale or something, like you're here somewhere.
Oh
You
my.
finished all the gens? GG's.
That's
Nicely
not
done.
nice, Legion.
Oh, wait, no, you're over here. I think I went back in the shack.
I keep thinking I'm somewhere where I'm not. I don't know where I am. I don't even know where to... I don't know where the doors are.
Okay, nobody pallet safe, it's rude.
I don't know where I am.
Just get out. I need one of us to get out.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. I hope you can hear the
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting that with Legion you have to mend.
I was holding my breath.
I forgot! I was like, why is my screen getting darker?
The sliver that was left.
Oh, you've got to be here. I heard the gate. Oh, you were there.
Well
Nicely done.
Well done. Good game, good game.
That was
Yeah, good
terrifying. That gen grab. I thought you were a survivor.
I'm just
I
a
don't
sneaky
expect
guy.
gen grabs from legions ever. So it's like,
No. You really don't.
Yeah, that's the fun thing. I like how any killer can be a stealth killer with this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for playing with me. Really quick before we leave, I just want to quickly go through our Fog Whispers again. Where can people find you? So, Milady Confetti, where can people find you?
you can find me at Milady Confetti on all platforms. That is Instagram, to Twitter, TikTok. Actually, I left Twitter, so don't follow me there. And YouTube. Yes.
Awesome. And then Rinka, where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Rinka or RinkaTTV on most socials. And yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz.
And TVC, where can people find you?
That Violin Chick on almost all platforms. Easiest is thatviolinchick.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for playing with me. I hope you all have a lot of fun playing this modifier. And in the meantime, we're going to throw things over to Mike and Eric on the couch. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That was delightful.
They're
So
like, y'all
fun to
took
watch.
too
We
long.
were tittering and giggling the entire time watching. So, as mentioned, we're going to answer some questions. But first, happy to say the website for linking your Twitch account is back up and working. So go link your behavior account to your Twitch account. Go try to crash it again. Let's get it crashed a second time with thousands and thousands of you delightful people out there. Please don't crash it. Now let's dive into some questions about that. Super fun to watch. So first off, as a reminder, when is Lights Out coming to DBD?
Right. As a reminder, February 7th through the 14th.
Okie dokie. So that's just in a few days. We got a question from social. Can you remind folks what's the pace going to be like going forward for modifiers?
Well, we're hoping to have one show up every few releases or so, but I don't have any specific dates for you.
Okay. and we're speeding up because the chapter's already coming, so we want to get through the show. Is the modifier available in custom games, or is it just in regular play for a period of time?
So it's played via the modifier queue and no custom game support for now.
Okay. Rapid fire. I'll take this one if you want. So, can we progress through the Rift Pass by playing the Lights Out modifier? So, yes, you can. The intention is to be no trade-off for playing the modifier versus the main queue in terms of Rift progress. The only exception is that some elements won't be completed in there due to how the modifier works, like perk challenges, obviously, not being achievable since you got no perks. Next one. There is, this is just to clarify something. So there's a blank loadout for both roles going into the modifier, but survivors can open chests for slightly rarer items than usual. And next, will the modifier be replacing the lunar event this year? And it is not replacing the lunar event this year. Modifiers are separate features from the in-game events that you know and love. So this is not replacing that, but the lunar event, well, it's not happening this year. You can stay tuned to our channels to find out what is happening. And we do have some store questions from Rose's segment since we didn't answer any before that. So real quick, what oh God, the font just changed. Questions about the store. Are all the Alan Wake outfits locked? And the answer is Saga and Rose are locked, but Alan Wake's outfits are mix and match. Next question, this is a great one, and I meant to mention it earlier actually, is the licensed music from Iron Maiden being covered for content creators? So use the anonymous mode in the game. It will disable the music because for sure you don't want to get caught by DMCA. And all right, that's all the questions we got. Sorry for gunning through them so quickly, but we just wanted to kind of wrap things up. So, Mike, thank you so much for your time joining us. And thank you for enjoying this segment. We're going to bring Dork back out here to wrap things up, but I hope you have a great flight back home.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Damn, the tension, bro. The tension. He's like, fuck, why? Why did we invite him? No. Let me see what the chat says. Yeah, bro. There's a fight going on right now.
Dork, welcome back.
Thank you.
Very seamless transition there. So if you caught our last show, you will remember we capped it off with something we're calling our future design updates roadmap. We love roadmaps. We love how they communicate information, let you know what's coming. And so the idea is, this is not about the massive big content that's coming beat by beat, but it's more about the day-to-day live balance related content and features and tweaks and balance updates that we wanted you to be aware of that are coming in 2024. So as roadmaps are living things, they can sometimes change. Happy to say that what's changed since we showed it to you in the last show is just a few things have been added, actually. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're not going to go through the entire asset, the entire image, because there's a lot on there. So we're just going to focus on the new stuff. And we're going to start off with the January to March section with Dork.
Yes, so these are all updates that are going into the live game today with the Alan Wake chapter. So to start, let's start with Save the Best for Last, also known as Stabiffle.
Stabiffle.
I love that. So this went into the PTB with the caveat that the killer would lose stacks of Save the Best for Last if the obsession lost a health state by any means. But going into the live game, we've changed that so that the obsession losing a health state by either a basic attack or a power attack is the only way the killer is going to lose stacks of Save the Best for Last. This is so that survivors can't plot, twist, or get grabbed out of a locker or a vault to make the killer lose stacks of Save the Best for Last. So basically what we did was just remove the caveat of by any means. Next up is a killer update for the Hillbilly, and we're really excited to see that players really enjoyed the chainsaw overdrive system, so thank you so much for your feedback. feedback there. But we did see that there was the most notable feedback being that the chainsaw was just too loud. So what we've done, because we care about your hearing and we want you to be able to play the game safely, we've made some adjustments there so you can continue chainsawing throughout the map without any issues.
Fantastic. Now that we've covered today's update, let's look at March to April, see what you can expect in the future. So in our next PTB, you'll get to test a bunch of this stuff. A lot of tweaks centered around number buffs for some of your favorite killers. One new thing here is Mangled. So the Mangled update will focus on adding a timer to the status effect, which allows its Sloppy Butcher perk, as well as add-ons that are associated with it to remain useful while still creating, opportunities for counterplay for the survivors and give them more decision-making ability. And that's it for that section of the map.
Yeah, so now we're going to look at April and June. So following that, we'll have the long-awaited update for the twins, and this is going to be coming sometime in spring or early summer. We're looking forward to reacquainting the community with the twins and making the gameplay more engaging and more interactive for everyone inside the trial. And finally, we'll have some general notes just to close some things out. So for the Blight, moving into the live game today, we'll be continuing to monitor the add-on changes that we've made for the Blight, as well as reassessing if there needs to be any base kit changes, and if so, where. Next, you'll probably see that we had on the graphic, Adrenaline was added to one of the perks that we're thinking about changing. This is just because we're trying to keep an eye on it as well as some other perks to see if we need to make any minor changes to make it more in line with anything else in the game. But that is it for our future design updates.
Yes, and that's also it basically for today's show. It went by in a breeze, at least from my perspective. I want to thank everyone so much for watching. It really means a lot to us that people tune in and watch these things. We
Absolutely.
like putting these shows on for you. It's a ton of work behind the scenes that you don't get to see, so I want to shout out everyone back there who made this show happen, and everyone online as well. So just a final reminder that sorry, the text changed color. The shop has new merch. We mentioned that earlier. There's a QR code, so you can check it out to go see what we've got.
Yeah, and we hope that you've also been able to get those switch drops. I understand that there has been some issues with the website, but as we said, you've got until February 14th to acquire that time to claim all three. Once again, it's going to be the cutting-edge hairstyle for Meg's head, In Vogue jacket, and then the avant-garde leggings. And you just get those by 1 hour of watch time for the head, 2 hours for the jacket, and 3 hours for the leggings. So you've got plenty of time. Please do not feel rushed with the current issue with the website.
I can tell you're settling in nicely to Montreal with the avant-garde.
Merci beaucoup.
De rien. So for more details on Alan Wake, the update roadmap that we just shared, the new cosmetics that Rose and Kirby talked about, or anything else, head to deadbydaylight.com. We've got everything and more for you.
Yes, so now as we're closing out the stream, though, we're going to go ahead and raid Ghost Arcade, an amazing Fog Whisperers. So please do be kind and courteous in their chat. And
Negative.
We'll see you in the fog.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye, everyone.